guys, today I'm at another Home Depot, or sorry, pardon me, Rona. This is the decor we looked at the other day, and I'm in this plant section of the different store to kind of take a peek around, and they got some really good stuff. So they have, I think that's a neon pothos, and these ones are only $6, whereas the ones we looked at the other store were fairly expensive. I think about 15 to 19. Then they have this, which is peperomia, which is a plant that's typically more expensive. It's $19 here. Comes in a really pretty hang basket. I like the leaves on that. This intrigued me. I've been wanting a Hoya. This is a little Hoya clipping. Tiny little thing. I don't know what type of Hoya. I'm gonna have to look it up. But I really like the shape and like the color of the leaves. It almost looks a little bit variegated, but I don't think it is. And these are only $5, so I could get one of these. We'll see about that, I don't know. And they have a few different Hoyas. So there's this one, and then there's this Hoya. Oh, I believe they're all different types of Hoyas from the back to the front. So then these ones have larger leaves. These ones, and then back there, I'm definitely gonna look. That's a good price for a Hoya. Hoyas, I think, are a little bit more harder to find in my location. So I'm gonna have to take a peek at that tray and see what that's all about. I don't know what these are, but they look kind of succulent-y. They have some hanging ones, more of the peperomias. They should really be on sale because they're not healthy. Like, although it's all wilting and whatnot, probably just because they maybe just keep them here under a grow light. Oh wow, this is a Cobra Montessera. I've never actually seen that. Cool. A snake plant, little ferns. They have these giant birds of paradise over here, which I always love to look at. You know, I snagged mine for sale for $2. It only has one leaf, but I hope that one day it can be as big as this. And yeah, wow, this is huge. I've only ever, I don't know what type of plant this is, but I've only ever seen them very small. Hi guys, I'm back from shopping and just thought I'd give you guys like a little bit of a haul. So I ended up getting 2 of the Hoyas. I was super impressed. Hoyas are a little bit more difficult to find where I am. And so I was super surprised to see that Home Depot had a whole section of like cuttings. I had Googled all of them and to see which ones I liked best. Some of them kind of grew to be not like really my style. So this is a Hoya. Oh, I have to like look and see what the names are. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to share. So this is a Hoya Mathilde Splash. I really hate that a lot of like big box stores like that have the garden sections don't ever like tell you what it is. They just go Hoya or like a tropical. I reverse image Google search all of them, and that's actually really handy and accurate. So this is a Hoya Mathilde Splash. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrect. It looks to be like a nice small cutting of that. And I've been wanting a Hoya for a long time with the little flowers. These ones have the cute tiny little flowers. When I googled this one of them was like a white flower and the other one was a red flower. I forget which one is which. But I've been wanting that for a while and I couldn't find it anywhere for like 2 years, and all of a sudden they just had the cuttings. These were $5 each, which I say is pretty reasonable. The cuttings will grow into bigger plants, so always keep that in mind. That's a good deal for a bit of it. So this is the Hoya carnosa. Again, I really liked the looks of this one. It's got a bit of new growth, some binding here as well as the other one. One of my favorite things to do when plant shopping is like pick out my favorite one if I know I'm gonna get it. So there was about 3 of these and 3 of those, and I like picked the nicest one. I think I might have to repot this one because the soil is really dense. I have to do more research on what they like, but I think I might have to repot that. It doesn't look like too great of soil. So then I went to a different store and I got this, which I was really happy about. This is like this was $4.49, and I was really happy to pick this up because if you guys watched my vlog series, you'll know that while I was in Vancouver, I got some vanilla orchids that produced vanilla bean, and when I had researched, it said it's best to keep it in a clear pot. So I thought I'd get this for when they grow bigger and I can combine them all because it has really great drainage and also it's clear, so I'll be able to monitor and see the roots. And then while I was there, I got this, which I thought this was gorgeous. I just knew I had to have it. It's, I believe, so it says here, Scindapus, pearls and jade, purifies the air. But when I googled it, apparently it's like a pothos that's just variegated, which I don't really know. Like, let me guys know. I've actually never heard of this plant, but I thought it was gorgeous. And it looks like it's been taken really good care of because there's so much variegation. So when like a plant is variegated, you guys, which means that there's like white on the leaves. It can be other colors too. It means that's what it means. And to get more variegation, you give it brighter light. So the more sunlight and kind of like the happier, brighter the plant is, the more white you will see show up on the leaves. Some of them are almost entirely white. And I just thought it was gorgeous, loved it. I had to have it. It was a reasonable price as well. I think about $6. Yes, $6.99. So I'm really excited for that. I think I'm gonna clip off some of the leaves and assess the soil and whatnot. And then also with the Hoyas, I got this lime, I keep saying Hoya. I got the lime pothos, that's what it's called, jeez. So another pothos, and this is when the lime is. It's very, very bright and like a neon greeny color. There were only 2 of these, and this one's not in very good shape, but the other one was even worse. It has some like sunburnt leaves and whatnot, but overall it's good and the soil is healthy. So I'll just clip those off and start fresh, maybe rinse it off, give it a nice wash. So yeah, those are the plants that I purchased. I'm excited to add them to my collection, and if you guys like, I can do a plant update video and do like a little setup. Oh, also, I ended up getting a grow light. This is the Fire Electric grow light. This was actually on sale for $24, and I think it was like originally $70. So when I seen it, and I wasn't really looking for one, I just seen any other plants, I knew I had to get it. If you guys know, I'm in a very small basement apartment right now temporarily, and there's not gonna be a lot of good light through the winter, so I've been meaning to get a grow light. I have one, but it kind of sucks having, it's like a, it's not one that you can like hang over top or mount to like a ceiling, so it sucks having to like move my plants all the time, and only one can fit under the grow light, so I have to like always swap them out. But with this, I'm hoping I can mount it to the windowsill that I keep my plants on, that will like make it so they're healthy through the winter. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna film updates on my plants soon. If you guys like videos where I talk about my plants, please let me know. Hi guys, so I'm in Rona right now, and I'm happy I'm gonna do a little shopping video. I'm in a neighboring city, so I drove about 30 minutes after work. I found one of the things I was looking for. I needed a cocoa fiber growing thing, but I don't know if I'm gonna get this one because it's just cocoa coil. I wanted one that I could put sphagnum moss in, so I'm on the fence about that, but I could get it for now, and then also have one that I can build, or even remove the coconut whatever from this one. So yeah. Hi guys, I had to do a voiceover for this section because there's like fans in here and it's really loud. This is a huge garden section. I was so happy to come take a peek inside. It's like a giant greenhouse, so they'll probably have plants all through the winter. Look at this gorgeous philodendron Brazil. I wanted to get this, but I ended up not because I already had one, but for $6.99, that's a really good price. And it was trailing beautifully. I wasn't sure what this is. I think it's just a pothos, but it looked really pretty and had some nice colors. Over here they had a really large selection of succulents, string of plants. So they had these string of pearls. Look how nice and trailing that is. String of hearts there with some nice purple. A really decent sized cutting for a small price. $5.99 is good. They usually sell at other stores in my area for a lot more. They had, I think, every string of these beautiful giant ferns, really large birds of paradise. I was trying to put my hand up so you could see how large they are. And the leaves are really waxy and seem to be very healthy. They were $76.49, which I'd say is also a decent price for birds of paradise this size, because whenever I see them this large, they're usually like over $100, $119, $120. And then other just assorted plants, these beautiful ivies, some bonsai trees. They actually had a lot of bonsai trees. I think those are transcandias over there, the purple ones. This was gorgeous. I don't know if it's too healthy because the leaves seem to be very like far apart, but that was the type of it. I think it's just a pothos. $30. No. This is a lemon lime philodendron. I had wished I seen this before I bought the lime pothos, because I do prefer philodendrons, and they were the same color as the lime one I got, but oh well. These beautiful Dieffenbachias, the stems are really long, and I loved the colors. They're very white. Behind the counter here, they had a bunch of pothos. I don't know why they were hoarding them back there. And then my favorite section, the discount plant section. This was $5. I think it's a pothos, but It had some variegation, so I don't know. It looked like lime, but I think it was just like unhealthy and kind of the leaves look brighter, but they had some variegation. And they also came in these self-watering what are those called? Planters, which I thought was really awesome. Like $5 is a steal. You get a nice self-watering planter and a plant you can make come alive again. These ones were $1, all the ones on this tray. This is a huge, I forget the name of those plants, but they're pretty cool. This is, I think, is that a Syngonia? $5 for that. Not bad. Good price. They had these huge big ones